Follow the money, cashing in on the Son of Sam. Today we take a trip back to 1977 at or about the time of the arrest, and we look at some of the early grift. Line is forming for Son of Sam money rights. New York, UPI. Sam Carr, the man believed to be the Sam in The Son of Sam, said he'll sell his story to the highest bidder. Lawyer Philip Peltz allegedly tried to peddle, at sums as high as $100,000, newspaper rights to 6 hours worth of tape conversations he had with the suspected .44 caliber killer. And a former girlfriend sold copies of the suspect's old love letters to various newspapers. She collected at least 200 from the New York Daily News. Not since Watergate have so many lined up for the potential money to be made out of a story. The money-making prospects stretch past the publishing world into novelty enterprises. Well before David Berkowitz's arrest in Yonkers a week ago, entrepreneurs sold T-shirts in Central Park declaring, "Son of Sam, get him before he gets you." At least one local rock group, Abaddon, has written and performed a song entitled "The .44 Caliber Killer," and we found it on YouTube, so I will play it for you at the conclusion of this video. And the publishing world has several books in the works. Columnist Jimmy Breslin, who got letters from Son of Sam, has joined sports writer Dick Schaap to write a hardcover book on the case for Viking Press. New American Library has the paperback rights to the book. Manor Books, which hopes to have a quickie paperback on Son of Sam in the bookstores by September 6, said it made an initial payment to writer George Capozzi Jr. of the New York Post in excess of 6 figures for his manuscript. And Sam Carr, Berkowitz's 64-year-old neighbor, won't talk to reporters without a fee. Berkowitz told police it was Carr's dog Harvey who gave the orders to ambush couples parked in lovers' lanes throughout the city. Carr's attorney, Louis Ecker, told UPI Tuesday when asked if it were possible to interview Carr, "Let me ask you a question. Are you prepared to make an offer?" "I'm waiting for an offer. Whoever gives me the best offer will get the interview." The New York Times reported Tuesday that Carr and his daughter have said they would not entertain anything under $15,000 for their story. Meanwhile, defense lawyer Peltz has denied reports he offered to sell the tapes containing statements of admission by Berkowitz to the Post and the News for $50,000 and $100,000. Peltz has since made a bid to be withdrawn as a member of the Berkowitz defense team and has turned over the tapes to the court. Iris Gerhardt, now Mrs. Carrie Klausner, who received love letters from Berkowitz while he was in the Army, sold letters to the New York Daily News for $200, according to news editor. The Post also printed letters from Berkowitz to Mrs. Klausner, but it was not known if she was paid. Excerpts cashing in on the Son of Sam murders. Despite the saturation coverage that he has already received, David R. Berkowitz remains a potentially saleable product. He may not be able to profit personally from the sale of his life story because of a new state law requiring that any money made in that way by a convicted criminal must first be used to compensate the victims. But that does not mean that others can't try to make money through his notoriety. Even before his arrest, deals were being planned and discussed by writers, editors, and agents who saw the awesome potential of the Son of Sam case for paperback books and movies and TV. Son of Sam had become, after all, a household word. While police were still frantically hunting the killer, detectives assigned to the case received calls from would-be Sam biographers hustling to get the jump on competitors for a future book. As Gary Gilmore and Watergate have already demonstrated, the world of publishing and agentry does not distinguish between household words. Killers and other felons are worth as much as presidents and movie stars in media gold, providing that their crimes are bizarre enough to have attracted the national press. And with so many bucks to be made, it was only natural that ordinary citizens involved in the Son of Sam affair would begin to assert their own media rights. Another little blurb here on Iris. Iris Gerhardt, a Michigan woman who once knew Berkowitz and received letters from him while he was in the Army, picked up a small bundle as a result of her connection. She sold some of the letters to the New York Daily News and the New York Post for a total of $700. Then she got herself an unlisted telephone number. And here's a little more on Jimmy and Dick. Breslin and his co-author, NBC newsman Dick Schopp, have elected to do a fictional account of the killer and his rampage, a Son of Sam novel, rather than a nonfiction book. They have received $350,000 in a deal that includes literary agent Sterling Lord Viking, which is publishing the hardcover, and New American Library, which will bring out the paperback. A TV deal is also in the works. Craig Glassman, the Westchester Special Deputy Sheriff who figured in the capture of Berkowitz, said that Breslin had talked to him briefly, but he added that if the columnist wanted an in-depth interview, it would have to be paid for. If he's going to make a lot of money off of it, why shouldn't I profit too, Glassman said. Beating everybody to the punch is a magazine already on newsstands called I Am Son of Sam, a pseudo-autobiography. It was written in one weekend by Lou Sahardi, an editor at Popular Publications, which prints Argosy magazine, among others. It is also fiction based on some fact, presented as if Berkowitz had written it. It's all in good taste, Sahardi said. It's like a sham, but nothing gory.